Hey everyone, it's Peek. Welcome back to the channel today, and welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am running Score Shield instead of Focus Band on Greninja, and I've also been kind of running this on some other characters too. More of the like squishy characters, just to test out if it's usable, if it's viable. You know, I think since Greninja really has a lot of mobility tools to its kit, it really kind of synergizes well. So kind of just want to let this gameplay run. I'll talk about that from time to time, but really just talk about the differences between Focus Band and Score Shield and why I think Score Shield is just such a good item. I mean, just to start off, I guess, like the HP bonus that you get from Score Shield is just really good. I mean, HP versus like the defense and special defense that you get from Focus Band are arguably about the same at the start of the game. But I think HP scales a little bit better with the rest of the game. The defenses kind of just like fall off near the end of the game when everyone just has really high attack and special attack and it doesn't matter. Whereas I think HP just really synergizes well with Buddy Barrier, of course, another end game item which pretty much everyone should run on almost all characters. And yeah, just the HP from Buddy Barrier plus the HP from Score Shield is just so good. It's just so good. And I really found just in this game and some other games that I've been playing with it recently that it really just comes in clutch. Like it's just really handy. So I think the main draw for me for Score Shield over Focus Band is just the need to really make it so I can get those little scores in, and not even just the little scores, but the big scores. Just like, you know, as you guys know, Pokemon Unite is won via scoring, and that's just kind of how that goes, right? It's important that you score. That's how you win the game. You cannot win even if you just get like 40 kills. You can still lose the game, even if you know, if you don't score. You can still lose the game if you don't score. That's the key takeaway here. So, and of course, it's something you guys already know, but I think Score Shield is just, it's really proven itself to me in terms of just what a freaking broken item it is. It's just so good. And just the potential to, for example, just like here, I could have probably gone score. I think what I'm gonna do is just take their Audino though, because, you know, I have Score Shield, so I know that I'm capable of scoring more than just 8, thanks to good old Score Shield. Oh, I'm running Smoke Screen this game. Interesting. I've been running Double Team a lot. But yeah, so I have just kind of started. This was like one of my very first games with Score Shield. Actually, I think this might have actually been my first game with Score Shield. So not sure how much value we got out of it in general, but the value is definitely there. And at the end of the day and at the end of the game in Pokemon Unite, like, it's so important that you get those scores off. I don't know. I've just found it really way better than Focus Band. I mean, does Focus Band let you score 24 right in front of a score bunny? No. And that was actually really close. I think one more auto attack would have broken my Score Shield, but that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter because Score Shield lets you score those, right? It's just, I don't know. It's really good, and I've learned to kind of play around not having Focus Band. I think for me, Focus Band was more something I would play around aggressively rather than something like I needed. Because generally, you know, I try not to position in stupid spots. Again, here's another great instance of it being very useful. I get the guaranteed 10 points there. And if we get 4 more points on this goal, we break their bottom goal. And the thing about breaking the bottom goal in this game is it's so strong. It's so strong. Taking away the enemy flux zones early, especially if you're a laner, is just key to dominating this game. And of course, little scores also help you get Unite Charge. You get 10% Unite Charge every time you score a goal. It is so strong. Like, if you just kind of sit by the enemy goal and kill like an Audino, score 5 points, kill another Audino, score 5 points with Score Shield, kill another Audino, score 5 points with Score Shield, while the rest of your team is, you know, maybe like taking a Dreadnought or taking the Rotom Top, stuff like that. That was a really close, almost steal by the Zeraora. A little 3-man Unite move. That's juicy. I do get CC'd by the sleep though. Unfortunate. But yeah, it's really good. And you can really make it so you have your Unite moves so often in this game. because really just getting those scores in is the most consistent way, I think, to build your Unite charge. You don't get as much Unite charge, nearly not as much as you get from just killing wild Pokemon. And obviously that'll help, but you're seeing some nice water shuriken there. It's very helpful for getting away in situations like that. And I almost killed the Wigglytuff. You see our Wigglytuff's actually picking up those kills that I got them low for. So I don't know. It's such a good item, and of course the item that I switched off is Focus Band. So let's just kind of talk a little bit about that as well. I think for like high damage carries like Greninja, I mean it can help you clutch out big plays, which is good. It's not a bad thing. Like Focus Band is one of the best items in the game for sure. Like the ability to just be able to get that very high scaling healing over the span of 3 seconds. I mean, like 41% of the HP that you've taken in damage just so quickly. It's really, really strong, and it should not be underestimated. That's definitely not to say start running or start dropping Focus Band on every single Pokemon. No, it's just I don't think it's as good on a Pokemon like Greninja or, you know, maybe even a Cinderace. You really just need to be doing as much damage as possible as a Cinderace, and Focus Band will help you like win 1v1s. But at the end of the day, like 1v1s don't matter as much in this game. They just don't. And I'm actually saving my smoke screen here so I can dash away. You know, a lot of the times you would like try and get to a goal as fast as possible, but I knew that Talonflame had vision of me, so that's kind of why I did that. And it worked out. I was able to get away in stealth, so very easy. It's just, I don't know. Focus Band in general is definitely a crutch. It can be a crutch if you play around it too much. Double team would have saved me there. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's worth trying Score Shield instead of let's see, Focus Band on some Pokemon such as a Greninja, such as Cinderace, high damage characters like Alolan Ninetales, maybe even. I think the Focus Band for Alolan Ninetales kind of helps it hold points a little bit better. So I don't know if I would go Score Shield on Alolan Ninetales, who has very, very limited mobility. But I do think characters like, I mean, I know Cinderace doesn't technically have mobility, but Feint is really kind of a pseudo mobility cooldown. So I think it's really good. I don't know. But for characters like Alolan Ninetales and Gardevoir, I probably wouldn't go Score Shield. I think there's definitely better items you could go. You were probably better off going like Muscle Band for stuff like that. But let's see. Do I actually win this? I missed my Shurikens. No, he just walks away. Yeah, it's probably best for me to not re-engage on that. Even 2 levels up. Discharge will melt me very quickly. If you guys have played against a Discharge Zeraora, you kind of know what I'm talking about. We have our jungle up anyway, so yeah, should be farming this. But I see my Alola Ninetales is taking it, so just give him that. I'm already super far ahead, and I can just help with his Rotom because Water Shuriken does crazy objective damage. Oh yeah, they're in here. I forgot. Oh yeah, we get it stolen. Rip. You hate to see it. But oh, this will be a nice little showcase of how much damage Shuriken can do to objectives. Oh, never mind. I just get killed here, probably. Yep. You hate to see it. Good old Discharge. Even though he's what, 2 levels up, 2 levels down on me? Oh no, just 1. I mean, that's how it goes. Anyway, Focus Band, kind of a crutch. I just think there's better item choices, right? The fact is we only have 3 item options. A nice Nintendo Switch moment there. The fact is we only have 3 item options for characters, right? You kind of need Muscle Band for Greninja. It's just so good. It just helps even more. That high HP character shredding, like against a Snorlax, against a Wigglytuff, against a Crustle. You really want Muscle Band. The attack speed really helps too. You kind of need Buddy Barrier. That just wins you team fights. That helps your teammates. That is honestly just a very strong item across the board. So you're left with what? 1 slot that you can kind of choose from. And I think the good choices are pretty much like Focus Band, Score Shield, and that's pretty much it. A lot of people would be like, oh, go Scope Lens because you can crit, which, you know, it's nice to go damage, but in my opinion, Score Shield's the best option there. At least for Greninja, at least for Cinderace. I think it's really, really good. You've seen it come in clutch a couple of times in this game, and of course, if you check out my Twitch stream, I've been running it a lot recently. So you will see me do that, and it's just, I don't know, I really think it's very strong on a character like Greninja. And other like squishy damage dealers that really just need to do their damage and don't really, I mean, if they're dead, right? Focus Band isn't really going to save you in a team fight. So I think like if you build items for team fights, it's way better. And look, this is so funny. I actually like, they probably had vision of me in the middle jungle. Zeraora Volt switches back to try and get me, but he can't actually do anything because I had Score Shield. So kind of comes in clutch there. I'm not actually sure if he got the auto attack off, but basically the Score Shield for me just guarantees that I get that score. I might have still gotten it even without Score Shield, because again, I don't think he actually got an auto attack off on me, and I'm not sure if his discharge procced. But yeah, anyway, it's a very good item. That's kind of the point of this match. It's a very strong item. It really just allows you to score a bunch, and at the end of the day, scoring is what wins you this game, right? That's the key takeaway I want to talk about in this video, is just scoring is king in Pokemon Unite, and you really can't underestimate an item that allows you to score for free, basically. This was kind of a nice juke-a-rondo by this Zeraora. But of course, Greninja things. Super mobility just kind of lets me do that. Our Gengar gets it. What was that, a Shadow Ball? That's hilarious. So anyway, I mean, they couldn't have scored with the Zapdos anyway, but this was actually almost also a good example of like how long can you actually defend a Zapdos for? Because like people are like, oh, you should just defend the Zapdos for the entire 2 minutes. Well, it comes to the point where like you've used your Unites, the enemy team hasn't used theirs, and you just end up dying. So like I think that was a pretty good showcase. Like we held the Zapdos well in terms of defense for the entire 2 minutes, but at the end, even we couldn't stop being so far ahead in a game like that. Even we were not able to stop the Zapdos from being taken or being engaged on from the enemy team. So yeah, interesting match. But the moral of the story is Score Shield is really great, and I'm running it on Greninja now instead of Focus Band, and I'm not looking back, because the crutch of Focus Band I think is not worth taking over the ability to score and make plays with a score. It's just, it's so strong. It's really strong. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, follow me on Twitter. It's the best place to get Unite news. Big hype for Blastoise coming out next week. I will have a guide out in terms of just basically how to play Blastoise. I played it a lot in the Canadian beta, so a lot of experience on that character. And yeah, so look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.